He'll bring it out. It's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wants to throw. It's Castellanos. On the move, he fires. Basic connection. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining the ball over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
Back to pass on second down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Seminoles are marching down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll pull it on the read. He's in open space downfield. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. Back to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. It's a running room. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. It's complete to the left. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on second down. Bears the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab plenty for the first down. Oh, he's got some space. Turning on the Jets. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Play of the period, first down here. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. Flips it out in the flat. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Bruins want to crank the tempo. On the run, it's Thomas. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
6th play of the drive coming up. He wants to throw it. A little screen to the running back. All out of space. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The Bruins are on the move. Looking to throw. Rushes on him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback may change this route. Oh, they're after him. Scrambling away. He'll get rid of it. Trying to barrel in. Into the house. Touchdown, UCLA. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Power football with the run. Got the first down. Looking for more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Seminoles, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Offense, quick tempo. Off play action. Now improvising. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
He does a good job of scrambling around and trying to make a play, but I tell you what, you don't want to take too many shots like that. Those big hits, oof, if you get up now, you're dang sure going to feel them later.
Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Running into the open space. Powers through the defender.
Well, this is a quarterback who has outstanding running ability, and he's hoping the defense is going to give him an opportunity to tuck this football and get upfield, but there was nothing there. You saw him that time. Hold on to it, hold, hoping someone on...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end for...
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Coming out with it, it's Lucas. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Williams. And he forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air, it's Castellanos. He's looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Knowles will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Picks up the first down, still moving. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. He'll toss it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
Really good 3rd down defense. Nice job playing the option, responsibility football, but still aggressive downhill, ready for the pitch. Great job getting the guy, getting to him, and getting him on the ground.
Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, going to the air. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Fires left. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't.
He's loose. Just steamrolled, and the ball's on the ground. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you can.
Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida State. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
You got to be Johnny on the spot sometime. How about that? The guy fumbles the ball, but his teammate was very aware. He was able to scoop it up himself, take it in for a touchdown. Guys, they may want to put that play in their game plan next week.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Gonna run it. It's Berger. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Hauls it in. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
He wants to change this route. Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. He's taking the shot. He's got it down the left. Off and running. Touchdown, UCLA. He got a step and just dusted the field.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll operate out of split backs. They'll try it over the left side. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. The Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to fire on second down. Right down the middle. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Catch in the middle, it's McLaughlin. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on first down. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
It'll be 3rd and long.
And, man, the tight end just hasn't been a factor all game. No catches, finally find an opportunity to try to get him open, throw him the football, and the connection still doesn't work. Something about this quarterback-tight end connection today just hadn't been on the same page.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Brought down at the 30 on the return, and his defense has set them up in scoring position. down, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this...
Wide open spaces. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Touchdown, Bruins! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
On to attempt to try. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Williams. Defense played the wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Let's see what they've got on second down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On third down, going up top. High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the fourth down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into a locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough left to do.
This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the San Diego State Aztecs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the San Diego State Aztecs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling.